you doing? Welcome to Fabulous Homes TV. I promise you this is the best 30 minutes that you guys are going to spend watching TV for a while. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Fabulous Homes TV. I know you guys probably missed me. I know. We have been, going through a lot just like you guys, and this COVID season, as I would always like to say, it's a season because it has not come to stay. It has come to pass. It will pass, actually. And we've been going through a lot. There are lots of families that I have been reaching out to. There's a lot of people that have been reaching out to me. We're trying our best to help as many people as we possibly can, which of course we can't do it all by ourselves. But I wanted to just bring and become that little sprinkling of hope in there. But I gotta tell y'all, it's really heavy right now, guys. It's really heavy, and we're trying to get through it. I'm always like my usual happy, joyous self and so on. But even me, this stuff has actually gotten through with everything that has been going on. But I hope on the other side of things that you guys are okay. I hope you're in good health, still in good spirits, still boosting up your immune system, because that is really important right now. If you don't do anything else, make sure you're boosting your immune system. We live in the tropics where there's so many tropical fruits, that you can grow in your backyard, that are actually growing in your backyard for some of you. I have some lovely mangoes right now. Yes, plenty, and sapodilla, and all kinds of fruit trees. But I hope you guys are actually boosting your immune system, and of course taking precautionary measures to make sure that you keep your health intact, so that we can all get through this thing. Because remember, at the end of this season, I want to see all of you. Yes, I want to see all of you. I want to see all of you because we're still excited about our mission, which is to make homeownership affordable for all. We're still excited about seeing all of you in a brand new home, whether you're going to be building with us in Avalon or helping us develop that community together, or whether you're going to be building outside on your own very land, wherever that might be right now. We are still interested in helping so many of you get to your home. At the end of the day, COVID or COVID not, we still, on a path to get to our houses, and we're going to make sure that we keep that focus, and we're going to make sure that you remain focused also as we press towards home ownership. We want you to one day ditch your landlord for good. That is a dream, and that is our mission to make sure that you do. We want you to one day turn the key at your very own door. We want you to one day get to a point where you don't have to ask the landlord, for permission to change the color of paint inside of your living room. We want you to get to that point where every month you're not paying your landlord's mortgage, right? But you're actually paying your own. The money that you're contributing is actually going towards paying your own mortgage, right? And we want you to get to that point where you have a legacy to pass on to your children and to your children's children for the next generations to come. We want to make sure that you guys get to a point where you know the importance of owning a home, where you know the importance of owning a real piece of asset that that appreciates in value consistently, and something that can leave a legacy for your children for generations to come. But this episode, however, it's a very heavy episode. I must tell you guys that for now, because there's a lot that has been going on in our worlds. And of course we have to shed light on it, because yes, we might be living in Guyana, and it's easy for you to say that, when I'm in Guyana, that doesn't really bother me, or that doesn't affect me. But once it affects one person, it affects all of us. And this last week, there was another murder in the United States, and we're not just only going to focus on the one, we're focusing on the fact that there were so many, right? It happened, and it has to get to a point where this ends for good. But let's get right into this episode. We'll be back to talk about the not so great stuff that has been going on, but let's get right into it.
Everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in all love likes, in a dancehall style. And everybody I go like, still me irie. Cause we no love likes, no. So every time I rise, we do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Enough of them love likes, that's alright. Sit down on a post and a tweet all night. Sit them on social media type. While like say them they a studio advice. Oh me never put them up on no flight. And me never see them a live no tour life. You miss someone now you have so much likes. I'm always still a lead by iTunes. Simple mean we not ready yet. If we put the music first, that's all. While we there on a bar and a hype. Free work, dance all. When you see me, yes, I see I. And every tune when me ever write. And every show where we headline. No, we not do it for the likes, but me tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Wa-da-da-dee-da-da-dee. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Never tell you if you bust a shot and quench them. Instead we tell you sell it gonna buy a yen yen. Cause we do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. On to them, sing. Them not like we, but we not response. Fly out and make them love we from a distance. Come home for 2 weeks vacation. Enough of them still stuck in the quicksand. Enough to hear us say them are the big man. In a Jamaica, and them have the hit song. A gentleman, me hear a play a Finland. Me never hear them playing a Pakistan. That simple mean we not ready yet. That one like a you own dancehall. While we there on a war on a hype. No take a control that's all. Give me a beat and a mic. Ready for the studio voice. But when me put that song up on my timeline. No, me not do it for the likes. But me tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Jesus Christ, do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Young into the beat, everybody move your feet. Girl, you know fit it and me mommy know fit it. After them. When we mix a tune and drop it like a bomb. Me no wanna waste guy a critique my song. Me no wanna media guy interpret me wrong. So make me give me credits in a dancehall fashion first. Big up Kalanji and the one Capleton. The Wild Apache and the one Ninja Man. Then big up the Killer and the one Beanie Man. King Yellow Man, Buru Buju Bantan. Early B, Nachina Simadidan. Me and Jamaica, him sister Diamond. And none of them no bad like Marianne. Ladies, you are real big man. Big up Lady Jika, you are the La Vegan. Big up Dirts, man, and even brother Papa San. Big up Gary Minor, you don't know what you got done. Big up Kaneko, you are the tall Lakatan. Steal it, cleave it, Tony and Dave Kelly. Happy Digital General King Jammy. Exterminate and Sly and Rabbit. Stephen McGregor and Carly Only. Big up Succulent, Keen Bulby. Donovan, Jermaine, Graft and Mikey. Deep now the science and I know me ready. All of these Cub Scouts have to talk up to me.
Thank you for joining me with Breaking News. I'm your host, Yvonne Ellington. We have some exclusive details to share with you. We now go live to our on-site reporter, Mark.
Yes, Yvonne, thank you. We're here at Avalon Friendship. Things are happening here. Let's step over. What's going on here? What's the excitement about?
Excitement. What's the excitement about? This is how things should be in Guyana. You come here, you get your house, you get your land, right away, one.
You were saying that people can come here and get house and land?
No, for the process is go down to Fabulous Homes now. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your home cost and move in after 75% of the cost has been paid. Layaway Christmas time, you have layaway plan to get furniture, clothes and so on. You can have a layaway on your house.
You've heard it here live and direct from Avalon in Friendship itself.
Yes,
And
yes.
Fabulous Homes in Church
Fabulous Homes in Church. 189 Church on Waterloo Street. Fabulous Homes.
Street. Go down there, sign up,
Yes.
get approved.
$50,000.
That's it.
Yes.
All right. Church Street, Fabulous Homes.
Yeah.
This one is my family. I'm going to Fabulous Homes.
And just park all your clothes in a garbage bag. Just park all your clothes. Come down to Avalon.
See ya! For more information, join us at our office at 189 Church Street or call us at 227-1380 or 615-8740.
In reference to everything that is going on, like we mentioned earlier, with all the police killings, and now it has broken out into a potential riot, or looting and all that good stuff that is going on in the United States, people are really angry. Yes, Black people are very, very angry, and let me tell you why they're angry. All right, and this is not about a black, white, Indian, or any other race for that matter thing. It's a situation that I believe that has gotten out of hand, and let me tell you why they are angry. We can be handcuffed and put in a police car. We can't, be handcuffed and put in a police car unless we're dead. George Floyd, this happened just recently. We can't go bird watching in Central Park. Kristen Cooper, that's another one that died from police over excessive killings. We can't go jogging, Ahmaud Arbery. We can't relax in the comfort of our own home. Botem Sean and Atiana Jefferson. We can't ask for help after being in a car crash. Jonathan Farrell and Renisha McBride. We can't have a cell phone. Stephon Clark. We can't leave a party to get to safety. Jordan Edwards. We can't play loud music. Jordan David. We can't sell CDs. Alton Sterling. We can't sleep. Ariana Jones. We can't walk from the corner store. Mike Brown. We can't play cops and robbers. Tamir Rice. We can't go to church. Charleston. The 9 people that were murdered in Charlestown. We can't walk home with Skittles. Trayvon Martin. We can't hold a hairbrush while leaving our own bachelor's party. Sean Bell. We can't party in New Orleans, or on New Year's. Oscar Grant. We can't get a normal traffic ticket. Sandra Bland. We can't lawfully carry a weapon. Filiano Castillo. We can't break down on a public road with a car or have car problems. Corey Jones. We can't stop at Walmart, or we can't shop at Walmart. John Crawford. We can't have a disabled vehicle. Terrence Crutcher. We can't read a book in our own car. Keith Scott. We can't be a 10-year-old walking with our grandfather. Clifford Glover. We can't decorate a party, or we can't decorate for a party. Claude Reese. We can't ask a cop a question. Randy Evans. We can't cash our check in peace. Yvonne Smallwood. We can't take out our wallet. Amadou Diallo. We can't run. Walter Scott. We can't breed. Eric Garner. We can't live. Freddie Gray. We are tired. Tired of making hashtags. Tired of trying to convince you that our Black Lives Matters too. Tired of dying. Just tired. And this is actually written by an author that is unknown. Guys, we need to stop and think for a second that yes, we might be in Guyana, but this could happen to any one of us also. Or it could have been a family members of yours, all right? Or somebody could be really, really close to you. family member, friend. This has to stop. And if it doesn't, then I don't know where our world is headed to. That's all I'm going to say about this. I hope you get the message.
We don't have to argue with anybody. We don't have to curse and go around acting bad with our words. We don't need any bricks and bottles. We don't need any Molotov cocktails. We just need to go around to these stores and to these massive industries in our country and say, God sent us by here to say to you that you're not treating his children right. And we come by here to ask you to make the first item on your agenda fair treatment where God's children are concerned. Now, if you are not prepared to do that, we do have an agenda that we must follow. And our agenda calls for withdrawing economic support from you. So as a result of this, we're asking you tonight to go out and tell your neighbors not to buy Coca-Cola in Memphis. Go by and tell them not to buy Seal Test milk. Tell them not to buy, what is the other bread? Wonder Bread. And what is the other bread come to Jesse? Tell them not to buy Hart's bread. As Jesse Jackson has said, up to now, only the garbage men have been feeling pain. Now we must kind of redistribute the pain. We are choosing these companies because they have been fair in their hiring policies, and we are choosing them because they can begin the process of saying they are going to support the needs and the rights of these men who are on strike. And then they can move on downtown and tell Mayor Loeb to do what is right. And not only that, we've got to strengthen black institutions. I call upon you to take your money out of the banks downtown and deposit your money in Tri-State Bank. We want a bank-in movement in Memphis. Go by the Savings and Loan Association. I'm not asking you something that we don't do ourselves in SCLC. Judge Hooks and others will tell you that we have an account here in the Savings and Loan Association from the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. We are telling you to follow what we are doing. Put your money there. You have 6 or 7 black insurance companies here in the city of Memphis. Take out your insurance there. We want to have an insurance in. Now, these are some practical things that we can do. We begin the process of building a greater economic base. And at the same time, we are putting pressure where it really hurts. I ask you to follow through here. Now let me say, as I move to my conclusion, that we've got to give ourselves to this struggle until the end. Nothing would be more tragic than to stop at this point in Memphis. We got to see it through. When we have our march, you need to be there. If it means leaving work, if it means leaving school, be there. Be concerned about your brother. You may not be on strike, but either we go up together or we go down together.
Welcome. Why, oh, why, oh, why? Hey. Chronics, left and right. Just soldiers are come, left and right. Ooh, yeah. Ah, boy. And them say, here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. I start recruit soldiers for Selassie army. Aye. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Welcome the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. You're not for axes who at the general issue in a warning. Job people them a ball, said them tired of mediocre. Evil a go fall when we tried in Ethiopia. Believing from down, cause them life no easy boat. Even Bantan said it's not an easy road. Operation occupy the motherland, calling all soldiers to kind each other along. From creation, he writing a job plan, but Chronics can't do it alone. So I'm recruiting soldiers coming from near and far. I choose executing Selassie works and be Rastafari true. And them say, here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. I'm on a start recruit soldiers for Selassie army. Aye. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Welcome the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. You're not for axes who are the general issue in a warning, boy. Waving the banner red, green and gold. It is such an honor prophecies unfold. Discovered on stones, on trees and scrolls. And even in the stories that Jesus told. Whoa. Rasta youth must inherit the earth. Can't sit down, Jaja send me fi work. Bring the fire in a round, Jaja send me fi purge. But I can't do it alone. Rasta recruiting soldiers coming from near and far. I choose executing Selassie works and be Rastafari choose. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youth. I start recruit soldiers for Selassie army. Hey. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Welcome the Savior, welcome the Rasta youth. You're not for axes who are the general issue in a warning. Hey. Left and right, the soldiers are gone. Left, right, the soldiers are gone. Hey. Could I never throw it down, no boy. Yeah, I will say left, right, the soldiers are come. Left, right, the soldiers are come. Left, right, the soldiers are come. Marching on, boy. I'm say, here comes trouble, my friend. And here comes danger. Rastafari send me come. I say we sent by the Savior. Here comes trouble, my friend. Here comes danger. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, nah. Hey. And them say, here comes trouble. Here comes the danger. Here comes trouble. Hey. Boo-ah, 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 boo-ah. Here comes trouble.
Alright, well, I know what typically happens. Yeah, that piece was pretty heavy, and it's really, really heavy. It's like resting on my spirit, so I had to talk about it. What affects one affects all. Remember that. This other clip, however, just about 99 years ago, that's May 31st through June 1st of 1921, another race massacre occurred in the United States, and they were making mention to it Because if you don't understand history and if you don't understand why people are so upset, right, with all the happenings that are going on right now, pre-COVID and COVID season, etc., then you will never truly understand why it's so important for us to just take a glance back at history for a second. How many of you are familiar with the Tulsa race massacre that happened about 99 years ago? Some of you are hearing about it for the very first time in your lives. But it's not anything that is new that you wouldn't have known of. But it's not taught in schools. The kids are Americans. It's not taught in their curriculum that there was a race massacre that occurred in the United States, in Greenwood, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The actual community was called Black Wall Street. Well, we're going to take you into the video for you to see exactly what transpired then. You have to take into consideration that there's over 10,000 Black African Americans that were massacred, and an entire buoyant, thriving community in Greenwood, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, was bombed, then burnt to the ground. But don't take my word for it. I want you guys to go look it up. Go do some research. Do your own due diligence. Check it out for yourself. And just Google Tulsa Race Massacre and see what happened just under 100 years ago. And we honor the memory of Tulsa, or the city of Greenwood, or Black Wall Street as you want to call it, on June 1st this year by launching the Rebuilding Black Wall Street platform, because we have the ability to rebuild a community that was just like this one that was destroyed. Yes, there were over 600 businesses that were destroyed. 600 very thriving businesses that were destroyed, along with 10,000 lives that were lost unnecessarily, and an entire community was destroyed. So check it out. Yeah, you might get a little disgusted or a little angry, but check it out, because if you don't know your history, you would be put in a position where you can forge forward knowing that your ancestors have created something there, and you have the ability to do the same going forward. Check it out.
You've probably never read about the Tulsa race riots in history books when you were in school, but it's definitely a story that's worth knowing about, especially considering the riots that are currently taking place in Baltimore. The Tulsa race riots occurred in 1921, and it was basically a war by the KKK against a very successful and prosperous Black community referred to as Black Wall Street. According to reports, the best description of Black Wall Street, or Little Africa as it was also known, would be to compare it to a mini Beverly Hills. It was the golden door of the Black community during the early 1900s, and it proved that African Americans could create a successful infrastructure. Black America's most prosperous community, Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, went up in flames June 1st, 1921 in a KKK-led Tulsa race riot. This community consisted of individuals that looked out for one another. But more than that, it consisted of individuals that were beyond successful. Some of the most intelligent minds got together and created some of the most successful businesses. They looked out for one another. They created an education system that we can only dream of today. They believed in nepotism only because these Black individuals had been so disenfranchised by society that they felt that they could only look out for one another. And as a result, money stayed in their community. In fact, it was passed off about 100 times within the community before it left the community. Right now, when it comes to a Black neighborhood, $1 lasts in that neighborhood for about 15 minutes and then it leaves. And so they managed to create a society that was successful. They were prospering. But it turns out that white individuals in neighboring areas were not too happy about that, particularly the KKK. So this led to a riot, and the way the KKK crafted this riot shows you exactly how deep that jealousy and that envy was. What they did is they accused a man of raping a white woman. But of course that man didn't rape anyone. They just wanted to accuse him so they could go into the community and start violence and trouble. And so they accused this man. A number of KKK members go into the community, and as one black man is armed, ready to defend himself, he's confronted by a white individual who asks him what he's about to do with that gun. And he tells the white man, well, I'm going to do what I need to do if I need to defend myself. At that point, there was a physical altercation over the gun. The white man gets shot and he's killed, and then the riots erupt. Now, the outcome of this is beyond disturbing. The night's carnage left 3,000 African Americans dead and over 600 successful businesses lost. Among these were 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, and 2 movie theaters, plus a hospital, a bank, a post office, libraries, schools, law offices, a half-dozen private airplanes, and even a bus system. So the KKK goes into the successful black community and absolutely destroys it. And so when we talk about violence in the United States, and when we talk about things like white privilege or institutional racism, this is why it's incredibly important to take these issues seriously. Because when you look at the black community and you wonder why it is that they're angry, why it is that they're rioting, why it is that they're fighting back against things like police brutality and institutional racism, you have to look at the historical context of this country. You have to consider the fact that there was no restitution in this case. These people, 3,000 people, lost their lives. Their businesses were lost. What they had built was completely demolished. And you fast forward to today and you look at statistics and you realize, yeah, maybe things aren't quite as violent as the Tulsa race riots, but you have to consider the fact that African Americans are 4 times more likely to get arrested for marijuana. In fact, if you have a black-sounding name, you are 50% less likely to get hired for a job. When you look at our private prisons, or if you look at the school-to-prison pipeline, African Americans and Latinos are much more likely to be victims of that. And so these are the types of things that are holding them back. This is a type of institutional racism that we talk about on the show on a regular basis. And this is the type of story that we don't learn about in history classes. And again, you look at something like this and you realize that if you just create an opportunity for people to prosper, they will prosper, regardless of their race, regardless of their background. That's why education is important. That's why making sure that you give everyone an equal opportunity is important. And that's why it's incredibly important to take stories like the Baltimore riots as seriously as possible and understand that even though there are those who are violent and are doing things that might be considered wrong, there are also those who are legitimately arguing about something that they've been victims of for a very long time.
Are you a tenant? Have you ever dreamt about owning your very own home? Then come on down to Fabulous Homes International Guyana to explore how easy it is to own your very own home. We are making this process uncomplicated so that you, yes you, can become a homeowner. We're on a mission to turn tenants into homeowners all over Guyana. Visit our local offices at 16 New Street, New Amsterdam, upper floor of the Gordons Mall, or our main office
located at 189 Church and Waterloo Street. We're the 4-story building at the corner of Church and Waterloo Street.
Financing no interest, don't settle for less. Go at Fabulous Homes.
Look forward to seeing you soon. Together we can.
Always there for you.
Alright guys, well you know we have been promoting Avalon for a while because that is really our pilot community that is currently being developed to literally house over 1,500 families in our beautiful community that is currently developing. And yes, it will be self-sustaining. Yes, you will have literally all your amenities that you would need in that community. Like we always tell everybody, Rome was not built overnight, but with constant work it's gonna get there. And we have started, a matter of fact, if you look at our track record over the last 18 to 20 months, so much that we're able to accomplish. And we don't compare ourselves to anybody else, but in 18 months, there are over 50 houses at different phases of construction in that community already. We're pushing forward to see over 1,500 families get there plus additional amenities and so on, which we're going to show you next in our beautiful video, giving you a preview of what's to come. This community will be fully developed within this decade. And yes, I made mention to rebuilding Black Wall Street, but it's like rebuilding a self-sustaining, economically viable community right here in our beautiful country of Guyana, South America, that literally will be not just a pilot, but an example for communities all across Guyana and also across the entire region. So let's check it out and get excited about what's coming.
Welcome to Avalon, the city of Avalon, just 25 minutes from the Tamari International Airport. You will find this awesome, amazing, pre-developing city on the rise. As we position ourselves to be one of the best places to live in Guyana, we are tapping into the housing boom currently taking place in Guyana today. Due to overcrowding in the urban areas such as Georgetown and its surrounding environs, it is imperative that quality, affordable housing is developed within 30 minutes from the capital city. The availability of land for housing is becoming scarcer each year, and the government has indicated new housing development opportunities that will be available along the East Bank corridor. There is great indication that land in the area will be used to create new industries, thereby creating a demand for affordable quality housing along the East Bank corridor. Guyanese returning home are also seeking quality, affordable homes and villas they have grown accustomed to in North America and Europe. The city of Avalon is poised to provide not just a quality home at an affordable price, but auxiliary services from state-of-the-art healthcare services, fire service, police department, Avalon private security firm, Avalon private clinic, private school, universities, first-class entertainment strip with first-class nightlife from upscale restaurant, soft commercial ranging from Avalon coffee shop, and a multiplicity of other local fast food attraction. Avalon auto dealership, Avalon Tech Center and Incubation Hub, movie theaters, mall, an amusement park, senior citizen active lifestyle home, golf course, hotel, recreational park, gas station with mini mart, credit union, supermarket, laundromat, salon and barbershop, casino, hardware stores, etc. For light industrial, Avalon Energy, Avalon Transportation Terminal, Avalon Water Bottling Facility, Avalon Furniture Factory, Avalon Building System, Sawmill, Block Making, and Composite Wood Factory. For internet communication, we are looking at Boss Communication, phone, cable, and internet service. One solar farm plus 20 acres designed for aquaponics farming. Our mission is to revolutionize the housing industry, offering our residents American-style quality homes at an affordable price. In essence, we are creating a modern-day city for both citizens and non-citizens with additional benefits. Some of the additional benefits to be derived from the city of Avalon are jobs for local residents, small business opportunity through Avalon Tech and Incubation Hub, access to healthy organic foods, accessibility to state-of-the-art affordable healthcare service, low-cost public transportation throughout Avalon, affordable homeowners association fees, green community using primarily green energy with no power outages, access to financing for homes, HELOCs, refinance, and small business development. The city of Avalon is an innovative, self-sustaining real estate development that caters to modern, middle, and high-income families. Our approach is to create sustainable development through economic empowerment. For more information, contact our marketing department at Fabulous Homes International Guyana. you can email them at info at fabuloushomesinternational.com. That's info at fabuloushomesinternational.com. You can also call 615-8740 or 645-0151 or 609-8233, or go online to thecityofavalongy.com.
Alright guys, well we have come to the end of Fabulous Homes TV. I know this episode has been a little heavy because we have to shed light on the issues that are affecting us psychologically. Even though we might not be within the physical location where all of these things have been happening, it is affecting us psychologically, it is affecting us mentally, and we have passed the stage of talking at this point. But it's important, however, for you to still be able to see or to look back into history just to have an idea as to the reason why things are the way they are right now when it comes to the level of anger that is being, portrayed out there. However, we have to bring it back to the Guyana context. Our goal here at Fabulous Homes is to economically empower our people. And we're not going to stop until we see that dream become a reality. Not just for a couple people, not just for a few, but for many, the masses. And the goal of our platform has been always to get you to understand that home ownership is very, very important. Home ownership is necessary and home ownership is simple. And all you have to do is decide guys, to commit to the program. There's so many of you that have done this. There's so many people that have walked this path before you. So you're not actually starting off with something new and you're wondering and hoping if it's gonna work. It has worked and it is currently working and it will continue to work for so many more. So with that said, the reason why we're stressing economic empowerment, because we want to build our entire community. That community will be self-sustaining, as we mentioned before. We want to provide jobs for our residents in the community. You should be able to get viable employment from right inside of the community. We're providing so many benefits and they're all listed in our video that I really want you guys to take a look at and take a really good look at it, because this is something that will happen in this decade. So help me God. So if you need any additional information, you guys know where we're located. We're at 189 Church Street on the corner of Church and Waterloo Street. That's a 4-story building on the corner. Our goal is to move our entire operation to Avalon, so everything will be in one place. And you can come out to see the community, see how you can get together with other people, and it would be like a big community development project where we all chip in and build the type of community that we all would love to live in, right? Yes, we have a tremendous vision and we're gonna see it come to fruition, not by ourselves, but with you also guiding and helping us along in that process. Call us on 592-227-1380. That's 592-227-1380 or 592-615-8740 or 592-609-8233, or email us at info, that's info at fabuloushomesinternational.com. That's info at fabuloushomesinternational.com. Go online to fhigy.com. That's www.fhigy.com, or go to fabuloushomeinternationalguyana.com or Fabulous Homes International to get all the additional details that you will need on all our projects. Until our next episode, guys, have an awesome one. Bye, y'all. guys, how you doing? Welcome to Fabulous Homes TV. I promise you this is the best 30 minutes that you guys are going to spend watching TV for a while.